You know what I know? You don't. That's why I'm here. You cannot follow anything that is not already within you. I don't know who this video pertains to or what audience is being targeted, but the real truth is you are the filter of all things in which you experience. Therefore, it makes very little sense to pursue, follow, or chase anything outside your own sense of self. You are the origin of all things in which you experience. Therefore, it makes little to no sense to pursue anything outside of your own awareness. So many people are misguided because they're following things outside of their own energy frequencies. Nothing that you are pursuing should come from outside of your own conscious awareness. This is where all things originate, and this is where they will lay to rest, is with you. You know, there's a saying, you're born alone, you die alone. This is a very conscious registration as well. If you think about plan of action, validation, confirmation, all the things that you're seeking are already within you. So I'm making this message to essentially recalibrate, redirect, and just shift how you're taking in information on a day-to-day basis. Because you are the validator. You grade your own test. Nothing out here can confirm how you feel about yourself. Okay? So many people are chasing false identities and being validated by external sources. But when you feel content, when you feel great, when you feel stamped, approved, it comes from your filter. It comes from your filtration system. It comes from your sense of direction. Whichever sense of direction you feel that you require validation, it is at the end of the day, you confirming this validity. It's you confirming this validity. Is it substantial? Is it adequate? Does it make sense or no? At the end of the day, it's you who determines that. So you're seeking all this status socially, maybe a bank account that breaks the ozone. You want a chick that's the baddest, who may only just bring you a headache due to perception. Women are one of the grandest illusions outside of a man's awareness because it's not an original seed within a man. A woman comes from man, but a woman will never be a man. So however you feel about this opposite sex is an illusion that you've created within your own conscious awareness. That's why some of the greatest philosophers and thinkers like Arthur Schopenhauer, Friedrich Nietzsche, Niccolo Machiavelli, Carl Jung, you feel what I'm saying? There were a lot of great thinkers who seen the opposite gender as an illusion, as a means to extend the life cycle. There are not going to be too many contributing factors that assist in your growth as a man. The opposite sex is not going to really do this for you. Or there's not going to be no one to hold your hand through the end of the race, through breaking the ribbon. It's like you have to walk your own steps, follow your own heartbeat. So I'm saying this because it's time you take control of your own life, bruh. You can't let all these plugins, attachments, and different settings validate how you feel within. It's never going to amount to your destiny or what you truly value, seeing yourself as. You're only going to feel anchored down by these different perceptions of what is confirming and validating your decisions in life. Like the title suggests, you cannot follow nothing outside of your own self-registration. You cannot follow anything outside your own self-awareness. You're the filtration system of all things. I don't care if it's a deity. I don't care if it's Buddha, Jesus, Malcolm X, Hitler. It doesn't matter who it is that is being seen in this status, You are the only status through the filtration system for your own life benefit. It's your filtration system. You cannot allow external sources to validate how you feel within yourself. Nothing out here is going to do that. That's why you see all the people at the top with all this bread, bank accounts going crazy, jumping out the gym. It's because you can make it to the top. But if you're not feeling adequate, if you're not feeling fulfilled, it's no material gains that will really fulfill your spirit. I'm saying this because it's all a spiritual interaction and exchange with the energies that you interact with throughout the day, you feel what I'm saying? On a day-to-day basis. It's a spiritual thing in all things in which we experience. So nothing outside of you can lead you to what is already within you. I want that to really drive home, because nothing you put on yourself, like they say, it's not on you, it's in you. It's in you, it's not on you. You can dress it up however real you want it to appear. Future say, dress it up and make it real for me. Whatever that means, right? Because it's a perception-based thing, bro. It's an appearance. At the end of the day, it's an appearance. So you have to train your mind to perceive whatever translations this thing is offering you. And in order to receive these signals, you have to tune what is already within you to receive the message in which you're looking for. Everybody wants peace, fulfillment, joy, satisfaction. But unless you tune your mind, you're never going to get to the point of breaking the finish line. It is a mental game. The universe is a mental construct. All of this shit is a mental game, bro. It's like a mental coding that you must decipher for yourself to perceive however it is you want this game of life to work in your favor. It's a mental thing. So whatever you perceive, you can bring into fruition. You can make this your reality based on your perception, your mind, your spirit, your heart. How are you moving throughout the day? Is it according to the things that you want to attract? Or are you in a whirlpool of just different attachments and seeking external energies? It has to come from within you. And it must come from within you, or else you're being led astray. This nigga. So you are the filtration system. Nothing outside of you can bring you to the finish line like you want to be holding hands with this thing. It is you. I want you to look up Musashi. This dude was a mental genius because he was able to still his mind in all his battles and came out the victor, came out victorious throughout all his engagements and sword battles and shit, because he trained his mind to a degree that no one in China had seen at that time. To a point where nobody in China, the baddest warriors, samurais, ninjas, nobody was touching Musashi, because he had trained his mind to such a degree that it was impenetrable. And that is what I'm making this video for, is that nobody out here can lead, direct you, lure you into anything that you don't first filter through your awareness. Yes or no, you're the judge. You're the person who determines what makes it past your bioelectric field, your force field, all right? Which is your mind. It's your mind. It's how you perceive things. Your perception, your heart's frequency. This is so key. So much people are lost out here today because they're looking for all these validations and stamps of approval. Please grade my test. But did you learn what was on the test? Because if you learned what was on the test, you wouldn't need the grade. You feel what I'm trying to say? Back in high school, middle school, all these little kids want to be bickering over a grade as opposed to what they were translating, the message received. Did you learn anything? Or are you in a hierarchy duel, a battle with your classmate based on a fucking letter? Life is going to test you in all aspects. It's not just always a piece of paper being validated through somebody else's reward system. The only reward system that exists is the spiritual one that comes from the Most High. This is the only test that you should be facing, is the battle between good and evil. Don't let nobody out here force you to follow their footsteps, especially if they don't have no socks on and their shoes look stinky, smelly as hell. Ain't no Demna design. You don't want to be walking in those shoes. Why are you listening? This is such a key point. You listening to an appearance. Behind closed doors, you would hardly have respect for these people, these so-called idols. Behind closed doors, the people you're truly looking up to are hardly grateful for their own lives. They're going through it, probably worse than you, because they're trying to uphold an appearance, an illusion. Once you break through that ice of falsehood, Hollywood, glitz and glam, whatever appears to be golden, oftentimes that's not how it truly is, bro. That's why the reward system must come from you, your connection in spirit. Develop your connection in spirit. If you want me to make a video on how to develop a connection with the Most High, I could do that. But first, you gotta choose you. You can't be holding hands, letting other people direct you to places that you've never been, you've never seen. You're basing this off of a feeling, bro. That's what I'm saying. Train your emotions. Train your emotions, and this will filter your perception and help truly filter out what's negative for you and what's working in your favor. Because at the end of the day, you're the determining factor, how you feel through your own perception, bro. I don't care what religion you're stuck in. I don't care who is at the top of the charts, the social status, snake and ladder game. Regardless of whatever field of play that you're seeking validation or acceptance in, it has to come through you. It has to come through you. A lot of people have no sense of self, a sense of direction, because they're not aware of their own footsteps. They just see the shoes when they look down, the brand name shoes. They're not aware of the mechanics and the gait of their stride. Don't let nobody lead you, because you're going to fall off a cliff. If they jump, you jump, because what? A perception. It look like there's a safety net down there because they're just crash dummies. It looks good. It looks cool to be doing crash out shit. But that's only temporary, bro. Your soul is forever, bro. I'm making this video because souls go on. I want to see you go on and not give up in this game of life. You feel what I'm saying? So I hope this was a helpful anecdote. I hope what I was able to present to you today was something you can carry on. And shit, don't let nobody lead you. It's already within. Everything you want is already within you. All the power you're seeking is already within you. Lead yourself. All right, thank you for watching. Peace. God first, always. Without a spiritual foundation, none of these rewards mean shit. It's only what we do for the Most High God that will last and carry out and be passed and spread throughout hearts, not just minds. Life is a feeling process. All right, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the in the next one. Peace.